1-800-218-4499. That's 1-800-218-4499. There's no cost or obligation. You're just calling for information.
We're here when you need us. Physicians Live.
Our neighbor's truck was sitting on top of the house.
The power.
The wind was so strong.
The fury.
Unbelievable!
The drama. This January.
It looked like the scene out of a movie.
It's not a movie. It's Storm Stories, a new series only on the Weather Channel. Weeknights at 8 p.m. Eastern.
There's 3 lives that could be saved. We're definitely going to go.
Brace yourself. Starting January 6th, it's Storm Stories, only on the Weather Channel.
Storm Stories premieres January 6th on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s. Currently in your area, 34 degrees with light snow. Forecast. Your extended forecast.
This year, it's a white Christmas for many areas. Pittsburgh got a light dusting of snow, but heavier amounts fell in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Detroit, and Cleveland. Coming up, our winter weather expert, Paul Cosin, will have the latest on this Christmas winter storm.
Hello from Natick, Massachusetts, where the snow is coming down hard and fast. The plows are out, but they can't keep up with this. This is Mike Seidel. We'll have more on the storm and its impact and how long it lasts, all coming up.
Hello and Merry Christmas to you. Welcome to Weather Center. I'm Vivian Brown. Thanks for joining us. A lot to tell you about. This winter storm is dumping up to a foot of snow in parts of Pennsylvania and New England. Right now, our very own Mike Seidel is standing by, as you saw, in Natick, Massachusetts, and he joins us now. Now, Mike, just 30 minutes ago, I know we had thunder snow. What's happening right now?
Yeah, very amazing. You see thunder and lightning. You don't often see that in the wintertime. It's got to be very, very unstable because it's so cold down here at the surface, and you don't often see it live on television. Jim Cantori had that experience in Worcester, Mass, not far from here, about 3 or 4 years ago. We just had that about a half an hour ago. We've seen a couple flashes of lightning since then, but the roads, everything is going downhill very quickly. We warned you that travel this evening and overnight is going to be next to impossible, especially in the rural areas. Now, the plows have come by out here on Route 9. This is the main route. Boston is that way. Off to the west is Worcester, and you can see the roadways are very sloppy here. And they had plowed once, but it's a very sloppy wet snow with a temperature of 32 degrees. We got about 1 inch to 2 inches on the ground, but it's really just getting underway. We expect it to snow all night tonight and not taper off until sometime tomorrow morning. So if you're heading back into work tomorrow, be prepared for a long commute although the highway department is out with 4,000 pieces of equipment across the state of Massachusetts. They've got to keep up with this, and until it backs off by sunrise, it's just going to be a matter of just trying to keep the snow off the roads the best they can. Obviously, your residential areas, your secondary roads are going to be certainly not on the top of the list to get plowed. So you got a long morning ahead of you getting the car dug out and trying to get into work. As far as the air...
Cholesterol concerns me, so this got my attention.
Clinical studies have shown that garlic can help maintain normal cholesterol levels, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. Take 1 tablet of Garlic per day, or up to 6 of some other brands. Garlic, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These night sweats are wearing me out.
Try New Phase. New Phase is the all-natural, drug-free dietary supplement that's guaranteed for menopausal support. And New Phase contains more of the plant estrogens that have been shown to reduce night sweats. New Phase takes the sweat out of night sweats.
Tonight at 8, 3 cool reasons to keep it on Comcast Digital Cable. Watch Kevin Costner in Dances with Wolves on Flix. The Cuban Missile Crisis is at the crux of 13 Days on Stars Cinema. Or It's All About Building, Science of the Impossible on the Science Channel. It's all great. It's on at 8, only on Comcast Digital Cable. If you don't have it, get it at 1-888-900-2424.
We've got some low-pressure system that's sitting just off the New Jersey coast. It has not moved very much, but we're seeing all this little detail of convection rotating around the center. And we've also just gotten a report, I'm sort of wondering if it's correct or not. All of a sudden at Belmar, New Jersey, their winds were gusting to about 40 miles per hour. All of a sudden their winds gusted up to 68 miles per hour. Then they went back down again. So we're seeing all this incredibly interesting structure and detail in this winter storm, and we've seen this heavy band of snow really focus itself right now on the New York City metropolitan area. Still going with 3 to 6 inches of snow. We'll have to update that as we see it to see whether or not or when that band begins to break down. But it looks like I've already been looking at camera shots in New York City. Snow is even covering the roads in Times Square. So it's an interesting evening there. At the same time, we've got what's called a dry slot, which is ending the precipitation across eastern portions of Connecticut and Rhode Island. That eventually later will fill in, but it's obviously going to have a strong impact on any snowfall accumulations because it's not going to be snowing there, at least until this band reforms as it moves towards the east slowly overnight. So some interesting detail being shown all over the place here. Also getting some emails from colleagues at Albany State University. We've been remarking about this snow band, very dark greens, very heavy snow. We have an unofficial report of 25 inches of snow already in Herkimer County, possibly 4, 5, 6 inches of snow per hour with this snow band. It's beginning to collapse southward to Albany. You've been receiving very heavy snow. It may actually even snow harder. So the area that's going to be most hard hit from this storm probably going to be right in here and around the Albany area, and as that snow band collapses southeastward, a lot of snow across western New England as well. A very interesting evening. Let's stay in tune. Turn it back to Vivian.
Thank you very much. Of course, that's Paul Cosin, our winter weather expert here at the Weather Channel. He is so busy because we've been watching this rain change over to snow every minute. And the minute it changed over to snow in the New York City area, we were the first to tell you it has already changed over to snow in Boston. And again, several inches are possible in both areas before all said and done. So we'll continue to watch the region. It's a white Christmas this year over the big cities in the Northeast. Now, as Paul mentioned, as you go west of the big cities, even heavier amounts, half of a foot to up to 2 feet possible, the upper Hudson River Valley. So major winter storm here over the Northeast. This is the same one that brought severe weather yesterday, northern Florida, and the day before that moved from the western Gulf Coast and the upper coast of Texas around Houston with the threat of severe weather. Very quiet elsewhere across the country on this Christmas, other than the Pacific Northwest with some light rain, unfortunately, around Seattle. Stay with us. Another look at current weather from coast to coast and your forecast. All of that is coming up, so don't go away.
This program was sponsored by Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers.
After finishing his worldwide rounds, Santa's getting some well-deserved R&R. He's not thinking about the stuff he forgot. But Radio Shack is. we've got the things you need to make the stuff Santa brought work, including accessories for PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox, so you can enjoy the rest of the holidays. He sure is. Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers.